Okay, it's recording. So, oops, hold on. I am really excited to share a few things tonight. I'm really excited because I kind of typed some stuff out and I'm going to post it in the team page so that it's accessible to everyone. But we'll get to that. So tonight we're going to talk about like new consultant booking, ways to help your new consultants book. Because I know a lot of you who are on right now are my personal recruits. And when you first started, I kind of suggested certain things as new consultants for you guys to do. So listen, learn, remember what you did as new consultants, and that's what you can help teach your new consultants to do. I'm going to talk about ways to book, as well as I'm going to share, I know it's already in the team page, but I want to share it again and freshen it up on how to overcome booking objections. Because I know sometimes we get way more no's than yeses, and it can be slightly frustrating. And if somebody doesn't know about that extra little help, hold on, muting everybody as they come on. If nobody's seen those overcoming objections, then they won't know where to look. So first off, I just changed the view so I could see everybody's face. I'm like, I'm staring at a blank screen. With a show of fingers or hands or whatever, I know, Sierra, you probably only have one hand available. How many people have 5 bookings for the month? How many have more? I see a little hand on Lindsay or Jen's screen. That's funny. Who has as many bookings as they want for the month of September? I am so happy that I did not see one single hand raised. Not that I'm happy that you guys don't have a full schedule, but I'm happy that you guys aren't settling for what you have. So that's exciting, and I'm very proud of all of you. So I don't know if we have any new people on tonight. I was going to welcome some new people, but as they're rewatching the replay, welcome to the team. So I will get started. So none of you are like brand new consultants, but some of you are pretty still brand new, like new-ish. So some of this might be the same. You've already heard it, but for people who are rewatching the playback, oops. Okay, I need to be able to access my scripts that I want to share with you guys. So I am going to show you guys a actual written out thing. Sorry guys, I'm struggling. Let's see, there we go. Okay, can you guys see this? Fingers, thumbs up, yes? Okay, so I have, most of you have seen this probably already, but I don't know if it's updated from the one we already have, but these are going to be great scripts for bookings as far as booking from parties, green dotting. For those of you who aren't familiar with green dotting, that just means messaging people who are online. Like you'll see a little green dot next to their name if they're online. I also green dot people even if I don't think they're online, because eventually they're going to open the message. I always like to say green dotting is probably going to be the last resort. I 100% think that if we focus on booking parties from parties, that our schedules should not dwell. I mean, I'm not saying it's not impossible, but if we are working hard to build those relationships in parties and be sending those messages, then bookings should happen through parties most often. I will say that maybe 2% of the time I am green dotting. After this summer, I spent quite a bit of the beginning of September and end of August green dotting, and it was not fun. It doesn't feel as natural, and I'm all about building those relationships. And so if I can help it, I don't like to green dot. And then also repeat hosts. So this is pretty brand new territory for me. I don't know why I haven't been doing this, but as you're closing out parties, always try and rebook your host for a future party and try and book them out for when the new products are going to be out. So I typically, if like right now, I wouldn't rebook somebody for like January because I want them to be able to book a party when new products are going to be in. So I could book them out. New products will launch in March, so March 1st. But I would even say 6 to 9 months out will be safe. Safe. I don't know why it's safe. Anyway, but more people might be apt to join and be active in a party if it's not so fresh. So if you are not rebooking your hosts, then I highly suggest that. I have some scripts for brand new consultants. Like I said, I will share this in the team page. But my main focus I want to talk about just right here and now is booking from parties. So recently I have changed my template up a little bit. Before my template, I had like pre-party days, which were a couple days before the party. It would get people excited, tell them what's going on. Well, now I've kind of switched gears and have focused a little bit more on like what Steven has done, where he makes sure that on the pre-party days, he is having engaging posts where people are posting on it, they're interacting with you, like game posts. For those of you who don't really know what engaging posts are, it's like a call to action where it's fun, people want to comment, you ask a question at the end that prompts them to post on it. And what I've noticed is with all of the engaging posts, more people are commenting. Once again, Facebook algorithms kick in, which means even the people who aren't actively participating are more than likely going to see that specific post in their newsfeed. So by the time my party starts, I have more people who have joined, more people who are active, more people who are seeing the posts as the party date is officially kicking off. And I've noticed that the very first day of my party, I am sending my friend requests, which means the second day of my party, I am sending those booking messages. So by the end of the party, I have anywhere from the hopes is to have anywhere from 2 to 3 new bookings from each party. And with my new host coaching that I've done, I'm really gearing the first 3 days before the party even starts, making sure that my hosts have enough guests in the party and bulking up the guest list so we have all these people to reach out to for these booking messages. So those are just a few things, not necessarily off topic of bookings, but things that have helped me like amp up my bookings. So, and honestly, you guys, I may be a stay-at-home mom and work from home and do all those things, but just because I do that, I do have to section out my day on what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, and making sure that I get it all done in a timely manner. Because like today, I'll say, for example, I worked half of the day, but I was on consultant training calls and I was on home office training calls. And then my son had flag football, and a mom asked me if I could take her son to flag football because she was under the weather, and I have to cut this meeting at like 7:20 so that I can go pick up another friend's daughter from volleyball because their schedules are busy. So I am busy, but I want to make sure that you guys are successful. So like I said, I section out my day. So if I don't respond right off the bat, or if you guys aren't getting the instant training that you need, make sure that you're utilizing the team page, as well as some of you have my cell phone number. If it's super, super important, please message me. Sierra's smiling because she told me she was going to abuse that power. She hasn't yet though. But don't hesitate to reach out to me, whether you're my consultant or, and by that meaning I directly recruited you, or somebody I recruited you, like reach out to me for all the help. I'm here. I'm willing to do it. But I can't always do it right then and there. But anyway, so I am going to post these in the team page under a unit section. Let me bring up the chat real quick. Laura says she doesn't hesitate to contact me. No, and that's totally fine, you guys. Like I am more than happy to help everybody on our team. So I will share this. I figure I don't really need to go over some of this. If you guys have questions on any of these messages, just let me know. But then, let's see. So another big thing I want to talk about besides booking scripts is one thing. Oh my gosh, I hate every time I open a new thing, I have to stop the share and then share it again. Okay. Can you guys see this one? Yes. Okay. I'm going to put you guys off to the side of the screen so I'm not looking down. So social media presence for bookings. This is kind of a new twist that I'm adding in because I do 100% believe that social media presence has a lot to do with who's going to book with us and how easy it will be to book with someone else. You know what I mean? Okay. So with me, when I go for bookings, I'm being very intentional about what I'm doing, and I'm not just going straight for the booking. I'm intentional and I'm personal. So like starting the conversation off just like with we're booking from a party where we reach out and we're like, hey, Susan, I just wanted to personally reach out and thank you for joining so-and-so's party. I'm having so much fun with you guys. Are you enjoying the party so far? First message has nothing to do about booking, nothing to do basically about the business other than are they enjoying the party. So if you're doing messages from parties, or if you're green dotting, or if you're sending messages as a new consultant to your friends and family to see if they will help you kickstart your business, don't just jump straight to the point. Sometimes there's going to be a little bit of a jump to the point, especially when we're brand new consultants. But if we try to make it more about them than about helping us, they're more apt to respond with a yes or feel inclined to say yes. So I will say I added a few like do's and don'ts. And if you've done one of these don'ts, don't feel like I'm attacking you or anything. I just want to let you guys know what can be more effective instead of getting straight to the point with posts. So I'll start with Facebook posts. So like with me, I post meals, like post pictures of meals that I make in, say, like last night, the brownie pan, or yesterday when I made chili, I used the rock crock. So I'm being very, I don't even know what word I'm looking for right now. I'm not just jumping out and saying, look at what I made in my rock crock. Did you know you can have this? Let me know if you want to get it. Like basically pushing it on the people. I am giving value to the post by, I hashtag all the time, you guys. Like I always hashtag, this is how I pampered chef. So people will know that my post has something to do with Pampered Chef. Even if they're brand new to my page, they're going to know I probably work for Pampered Chef. And people do see a lot of posts with products in it, but what people don't see a lot of from me is book a party, get this product, shop here, join my team, XYZ. I kind of in a roundabout way try to make it almost desirable, and not that I'm tricking people, but it's a trick because you want them to be intrigued and want to ask more or say more instead of just reading to the point, oh, they just want me to buy this, and then they keep scrolling. Does that make sense, you guys? So when I post things like this, what I'm looking for is people who comment. Like yesterday, I had somebody comment on the brownie pan and was like, oh my gosh, I've been looking at this pan for blah, blah, blah. I really think I really need to get this. Or what is that pan? I've never seen that pan before. And I comment and I'm like, oh, that's the brownie pan. I use it for XYZ. And then I reach out to them personally in a message and say something like, oh my gosh, isn't that brownie pan amazing? Have you ever searched brownie pan on Pinterest? You'll probably end up in a rabbit hole for 2 hours. Because I'm not kidding you guys. If you search brownie pan, there are so many things that you can make in your brownie pan. I try to stay off of Pinterest because then I don't get any work done. So things like this really help. So instead of posting, want this product, shop here, and post your shopping link, post a picture of a meal that you've made in the product, and then hashtag it with something fun, or put a call to action, like what would you make in this, or do you have this product? What do you make in this? And get the conversation going, because once again, Facebook algorithms, the more people who comment on it, the more people in Facebook land who are going to see it. And then the more people you can reach out to about that specific product. And even if it's something basic like the brownie pan or the garlic press, something small, the mix and chop, these are all really good products to get conversation flowing. And those are smaller priced items that we could reach out to someone and be like, hey, how would you like to get that for free this month? I mean, the mix and chop is, what, is it $20, you guys? 18? The prices just went up. They could get that free with a $200 party. Like, they qualify with a party, and that specific product that they're oohing and ahhing off of, they can get for free, and it's simple. So as far as like joining your team, recruiting posts, I occasionally will share my commissions checks, if home office ever watches this video, commissions checks. And I will say what I'm doing with that check that month, or how blessed I am on a certain day where my kids are home sick and I don't have to call in sick to work. I can be here for them, like little things, whether that's your story or your story is different. Say you work 2 jobs and your Pampered Chef money is going towards something special. Like, those are things that you want to share with people, because people will see what you're working towards and it could resonate with them, and they might start talking to you about it or ask, hey, what are you doing and how can I do that? And the people who comment on those posts, you can reach out to. So do you guys see where I'm going with the whole social media presence? When you put it out there into Facebook land a certain way, then people are drawn to you. It's desired, and it's not one of those things that you're scrolling your Facebook. And I have honestly gotten this quite often lately, because there are so many direct sales companies. There's so many people doing what we're doing and working this, what they call a side hustle online. And so many other people are like, I have gotten this just in the last week. I have talked to someone who I asked if they'd like to book a party, and they told me straight up, no, I think everybody is just burnt out on the whole online party thing. And I had a whole conversation with her about it, and I asked her why she felt like that and all this stuff. And people do. They scroll their newsfeed and that is all they see. But what they don't see is the genuine connection and the relationship building out of most companies. And that is what I want our team to be. I want our team to be authentic and genuine, and people don't look at it as something like, oh, well, we're just on their friends list to be another customer. And that is not why I built my friends list. My friends list has built into a family, a community. Like, you guys are now part of my family, my community. You guys are my badass boss babes that I work so hard to help and support. And you guys inspire me. You guys give me new ideas each day. So things that I do are inspired by you. So I think I'm going to patent that. Rhymes. Anyway. So other things that you can do is you can do giveaways, like those luring in posts. I have a couple of them in another Microsoft Word or whatever template that I'm going to share in a second. I already said that. When creating Facebook posts and products, be sure to reach out personally. So the tricks on it. So like I said, up above, social media presence is huge. These are just a few things that I put as an example of what I hope to create with my Facebook as a desirable social media. So like, I post about my kids, their shenanigans, their personalities, even the occasional post of my animals. Hold on one second. I post about my business. I occasionally post inspirational quotes, because that's what I hope to do, is inspire each and every person on my list. At least, I mean, if I inspire at least one person a day, I call that a win. So I do that. And you'll see this. Occasionally I share recipes, and actually I'm going to start sharing more, because I literally just had one person reach out and say, I just want to thank you for posting the occasional recipe. Like, you've inspired me. I don't know how to cook, but you make it look so easy. I'm going to try. I can't remember what recipe I posted, but they're like, you made it look so easy. And I'm like, well, it is when you have the right tools for it. And I ended up booking a party off of that because of the rock crock. So just the little things here and there. Find what you want to put out into social media, whether it's cooking inspiration, or you just want to share recipes, or like Laura, for example, she loves the microwave items that we have. And she thinks it would be really smart to market that to a lot of people, because there's some people who nowadays travel and live in their campers, and it's so much easier for like their little camper microwave stuff. Or, I mean, I know some people who don't even have microwaves, but there's some people who only cook with their microwaves. They don't cook with their stove, their oven, nothing. So find what you want to put out there. And as you do that and build that almost like niche, people are going to start following you, and they're going to have that desire, and they're either going to book a party with you, they're going to want to join your team. But social media presence with bookings, I feel, is super, super big, because just for example, I know I'm probably beating this dead, but if you were at a party and the consultant friend requested you and you accepted their friend request, what is probably the first thing you're going to do? If you're like me, it's going to be to stalk their Facebook. You're going to want to know who this person is, what kind of person this is. So like for me, if I see a person that sends me a friend request, I'll click on them and I will browse before I accept or deny. If I see stuff that I don't necessarily like political stuff or like online bullying, it's so common, you guys, that it's crazy. I won't accept their friend request. So when people go to your page, I do check to see if we have mutual friends as well, Laura. That's most of the time, if I don't have any mutual friends, it's a hacked account or a spam account, and I'm like, not today. But even sometimes if I have shared friends and I notice, I've actually deleted friends off of Facebook, friends who I've made through parties because of what they put out into social media. So I do think it's a very huge thing. So find what it is you want to put out there and put it out there. Of course, I have just like an inspirational thing at the end of that. Let me see. So I will give you guys a few examples of my posts. Once again, I have to share my screen again. Okay, so ideas for engaging posts. So each month we have a special, right? So what could you do with that? You could just post, hey, this is the special this month, but why not make it fun? Why don't you take a couple of the items, like this month, a couple of the items that they can get for 60% off are the quick cooker or the blender. So I just made this real quick, like this or that, free or 60% off. Which one would you choose? And you could even post what would be the first thing you would make? And then of course a hashtag for me that says hard decision in my house, because I love both of these. So as people comment, you engage with them on the post, but then you personally reach out to them for a booking potentially. You could be like, hey, like say they like the blender. Oh my gosh, that blender has become one of my VIP power tools. Isn't it amazing? Did you know that you could get that for free or at that 60% off special this month as a host? I would love to help spoil you, which makes it about them. And then have you ever thought of hosting an online party? Or have you ever thought of hosting a party before? And then asking them that question opens the door, whether it's a no, I've never thought about it, or yeah, but then we get into the overcoming booking objections. So if they flat out say no or no thanks, you could, if you're feeling a little up for it, you could reach out and be like, okay, that's totally fine. May I ask why? And if somebody said, because somebody could be as simple as saying, no, I don't have time. Well, sometimes people don't know that they could very well have the time, because we as the consultant should be making it easy for them to host a party. We have host coaching template. We have ways to make it easy on them. We do most of the work and they reap all the benefits. So that's how you got me. I did. And that's not how I got you. I genuinely cared that. So Lori just said that's how I got her. Lori is actually the one that I was telling you guys about, that my friend had tagged me in one of her posts. She was looking for a Pampered Chef consultant. And I almost didn't message her because I'm like, so many people were tagged before me. I don't want to blow up her inbox. I'm sure every single person has messaged her. But I'm like, No, just in case she doesn't get what she needs from those previous consultants, I will reach out and let her know whatever she needs. If she has any questions, I'm here. Just let me know. I was the only person, and she can correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if anybody reached out after I had talked to her, but I was the only person who personally reached out. All the other ones were like, here's my website, or if you have any questions, message me. But that's not their job, you guys. Like, that's our job. Our job is to see what they need and what they want and help them. It is not their job to reach out to us. Sometimes we get people who reach out to us, but 90% of the time, it is our job to reach out to them and find what they need. Yes, thank you, Lori. So some more examples I just put on here that I've created, some images. This one I didn't create, that's just been going around. I don't know if Pampered Chef I think Pampered Chef actually created this one. But just engaging posts that call people to action. What's your meal prep persona? Like, the more engaging posts you have in your parties and on your personal page, the more people are going to see all of your stuff. It's just that simple, you guys. I don't know why Facebook algorithms are the way they are, but sometimes they work to our benefit and sometimes they hinder us. But for the most part, they will help us if we know how to use them. Like my coffee, wine, or cocktails, would you choose coffee, wine, or cocktails, or all three? The reason I did this one was because I was trying to get people to become interested in our wine tumblers. I use my wine tumbler for cold brew. I know some people who use them for wine, like they're intended for. But then some people just use them for their cocktails because people like cold cocktails, and our wine tumblers are insulated and they will keep their cocktails warm. So, and they're fancy and they're super nice looking. And so just getting the conversation started. I know some of you have seen my annual fall giveaway. So literally my post said, headed back to Bend after attending a wedding in the Valley, and I'm ready for fall. Football season's here, yoga pants are life, and the amounts of delicious food I tend to make and bake during these next 3 to 6 months are, and a drool emoji. So to help us kick off fall, I'm ready to do my hashtag annual fall giveaway. Just drop a GIF below. So all they have to do to be entered into this drawing is to drop that GIF down below, and I'll respond to a few of them, not all of them when it comes to this, because the GIFs are just self-explanatory. But I reach out to them and I say, congratulations, you're officially entered into my fall giveaway. Everybody who books a party with me next week, or whatever you guys are trying to book, will get an extra 15 raffle tickets into the drawing. Is hosting an online party with me something you'd be interested in? I've booked 5 parties off of this alone, you guys. Now, so many more people have commented. I've been ghosted. I've been given no thanks. I've been given, oh, I already have a consultant. So there are things that we will get with that, but if we don't reach out to them, we will never book the party. So that's an idea. I have some more examples of what I post on my social media that are getting people talking. I post about my blender. You guys, if you're friends with me or follow me, like, I've named my blender. Her name's Susie because she's a homemaker and she's my best friend. So shake your head all you want, Vanessa, but I love my blender. And people think it's funny and it's fun, and then people get talking about the blender. So just create something to start the conversation. If people have to ask you when you reach out to them what you do, then you are not posting enough on social media about what you do. You don't want to overwhelm, but you most importantly never want to underwhelm your audience, because then people, 1, don't know what you do, 2, probably won't take you seriously. I'm pretty social media savvy. I was even before I did network marketing, but I've learned a lot from Pampered Chef. I've learned a lot from our team, up and down. I mean, I'm always learning about social media, and the presence is just huge. And that's not exactly where I wanted to spend most of our time on this training, but I feel like it's definitely going to help everybody if they start now instead of later, because when we feel like we're not having as big of success off of just the parties or just the green dotting and just these certain things and the ways to book parties, this is going to help you in the long run. because people who continue to follow you or who have said no to booking now doesn't mean they're not going to book with you later. If they follow you and they continue to see your excitement about the products, they see you using the products, which is key, you guys. If you are not showing people on social media that you are using your products, you are missing out, because if someone doesn't see you using the products, why are they going to use them? Why will they want them? So definitely start posting similar things that start conversations. The last thing I'm going to share on this is going to be the overcoming the booking objections, which, like I said, you guys, I am going to share all of these in a units section on the team page. So if I am going too fast, don't worry, because these will all be readily accessible to you guys sometime tonight, after I get home. Again. Okay, so thumbs up. You guys can see this? Just double checking. Okay, this is great. I will be honest, most of these came from our senior exec, Kristen Waringa. I think I've altered some of them, but probably not too much, because Kristen's amazing. So if you guys get any of these objections, come to this, save this on your phone, save it to your Google Drive, print it out, do what you got to do. Sorry about the weird boxing issue. I don't know what that is. But if people are saying right now is not a good time, what's one that's very common? My friends don't have any money. So what you want to do when you're overcoming booking objections, you want to definitely sympathize with them. You want to be able to relate to it and then give them a solution. So my friends don't have any money. I understand how you feel. So that, like, oh my God, what is the word that I'm looking for? You want to make sure that what they're saying, like, is valid. You're not just saying, oh, well, that's just silly, blah, blah, blah. So I know how you feel. I'm always reluctant to invite someone to a party who is struggling financially, but what I have found is that they are ones that really need a night out. This is more towards like in-home parties, but you could gear it towards an online party as well. And then if they want to buy something, we have over 80 products that are under $10. Why don't we have a fun get together and give your friends a fun evening out? Or did you know that 80% of Pampered Chef products are $50 or less? They will have plenty of options. Plus, when your friends book a party from your party, you get even more bonus perks. So just tweaking it around and saying, you know, we're not there to pressure your friends to buy, but we're giving them options, and not all of our stuff is super expensive. I get that all the time. Like, people basically look at our stuff. Well, they look at the things that they want and see that higher ticket price, but what they don't realize is the price comes with a personal consultant, which is us. They don't have to call customer service. I do all of my customer service calls for my customers. Now, you don't have to, but what I will say is these customers will stay with you and be continued customers when they get that personal care and you do that work for them. Because I bought that pool from Costco, you guys, and my pump broke at one point. I had to replace the water heater. I did not want to be on the phone with customer service. Luckily, I have a wonderful mother-in-law who was like, I'm not letting you, just because I was like, honestly, instead of spending time on the phone, I'm just going to go buy a new one. And she goes, no, you are not. So she made the phone call. She would make a great consultant. So make sure you're doing that customer care too, because that is helpful. Lori, yes, empathize is what the word I was looking for. Oh, it's been a long day, you guys. So these are great overcoming objections. Let's see. Somebody who doesn't have any time. There are actually consultants on our team who probably shouldn't have the time to even run their side hustle. Vanessa is one. She works 2 jobs, a night and a day job, and she still kills it with her Pampered Chef business. So she is one that probably won't take no for an answer when they say they don't have time, because she's like, let me tell you one thing. But of course, we're a little more classy about it, right, Vanessa? her, it would be great because she would say, I know how you feel. I'm constantly wondering how I can fit another thing in. But what I have found is that having a Pampered Chef party is perfect for the busy person, especially online ones where people, and I'm going off script, where people can pop in and out with any busy schedule they have. That's including you as the host. Hosting takes less than 5 minutes a day, and you're already scrolling social media. So why not have fun and earn free product while you're at it? So, and another huge thing about like overcoming booking objections, even though you have this list right here at your disposal, you guys, you can reach out to your upline, whether that's me or whoever recruited you, even if you want to reach out to me, if you got recruited, if you are not my direct recruit, I am not going to like just dismiss your message. I will help you guys. If you have things that you need help with, just message me. I will try to get, Charlie's pointing at herself. Yes, I did not directly recruit Charlie, but I am there to help her. You guys, you are my entire team. We are an entire team. Like, there are people on here that are helping other people who aren't even on their team. Like, that is what our family, like I call us a family, you guys, because you guys feel more of a family than like a team. We are just so willing to help everybody. And I love that about our team. So if you are struggling, don't struggle in silence. Reach out to someone. Someone is going to respond. Reach out to me. I will respond. So send screenshots when you get, even if you get a flat out no and you're like, you know, I'm just tired of getting no's. Can you help me with this? Screenshot me and I can help you with words. So just be confident in your business. Be confident in our team that we are all there to help and we will get you guys the full schedule. Do you guys have anything to share? Like who is having success right now with booking parties? I feel like Vanessa, you've booked quite a few. Can you share a couple things you're doing? Even if it's something that I shared that you're doing that's working.
Because my parties, I haven't been able to book from my parties lately. I've been going through my friends list. So that's just what I've been doing this month.
And what are you sending them when you reach out to them?
I think it's kind of like it's along the lines of saying, hey there, I know you love Pampered Chef products, and I'm now a consultant. A lot of people don't know that I'm trying to have a baby, and this is why I joined. I'm looking for people that want to host a party this month to help me out. And I leave it at that. And if I get a response, great. Sometimes if somebody saw it and then they don't answer me, a couple of days later, I'll shoot them another message that just says, hey, I know life gets in the way. I just wanted to make sure you saw my message. And I've gotten a lot of no's back from it, or like, I'm sorry, I'm just too busy right now, but check back with me. I have a lot of check backs in October and November now because of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I have others that are like, yeah, sure, I'll host a party.
Yeah. So what I love,
I did some green dotting.
Yeah. So what I love about what you just said is that even with the people who didn't respond, you go back and check. And I will say, you guys, this is a real thing, and it's a struggle that I struggle with. Like, sometimes people have busy inboxes, and sometimes a message gets opened and it doesn't get ignored. It gets almost like, it happens to me, and I don't even, honestly, you guys, if I don't respond to you, please send me another message because I'm not ignoring you. I probably either left my phone sitting down waiting for the response and then it timed out. But if you respond before it times out, it doesn't show me that I missed something because technically it thinks that I saw it. Or I'll have your message open and then something will happen. I'll get a phone call, or somebody else will message me and my finger slips and I open the other message and get involved in that message. So it's a real thing, you guys. Like, some people do get distracted. Some people have.
Or she's grocery shopping. She's grocery shopping and then checks her freaking emails before she answers your message.
It was a complete accident. Long story. She was really excited to tell me something, and I got an email before. I was like, well, I'll be home in an hour. We'll have a talk. And then I opened an email, and I ruined the surprise. Sorry, Vanessa. But yes, so make sure to check in with people. If you get another person, like if you if you send another message and you don't get a response, then clearly that's like a bless and release type situation. But I have a great success rate with reaching back out. And I don't like saying calling the person out, but when you say, hey, I noticed you opened my message. I just wanted to make sure you didn't want, like, did you want to get a party on the books, or was it something you were interested in? I didn't want you to miss the opportunity, or something like that. So I've actually had people respond with, oh, you know, maybe, and then the maybe turns into, okay, let's do it. Or it's a no, thank you, not right now. And then I book them for a later date. Or it's just a flat out no, you guys. And the flat out no's are okay. The no's can turn into yeses later. So don't get discouraged. If you're not hearing no enough, you're not talking to enough people. I will say, go for the no. You will hear that throughout Pampered Chef world. You want to go for the no because, like I said, I think the statistics are like 1 out of every 10 people will say yes. So if you want 8 bookings on your calendar, you want to reach out to 80 people. Now, the success rate is a little higher on our team as far as the way we reach out and the words we use. So I would say like 2 out of every 10. So if you're reaching out to 80 people, what's that? I just totally struggled on my back. 2 times 8, that's 16. Oh my gosh, you guys. Oh, I can't go to bed after this call. I have other stuff to do. Yes, so I'm just glad I can make you guys laugh. I can see all of you guys laughing at me. It's just makes my day. At least I can entertain someone, right? So yeah, do you guys have any other questions? Do you have concerns? Like, even if it has nothing to do with bookings, you guys, if you are on the call and you've been dying to ask me a question and I haven't opened your message yet, like, ask away. Because if you have a question, 10 to 1, somebody else has the same question and wants to ask. And you'll have to unmute yourself because for some reason when I go to unmute people, it's not working. So quiet. Was all of that helpful tonight? Like adding in like social media stuff? And I mean, I know for a lot of you who have been on the team for a little bit, like the booking words are the same. You guys have seen those, but adding in that extra like social media flair, I like to call it, I think that's really, really going to step up your guys' booking game, because as you are adding people to your friends list, they are going to be following you. They will immediately go stalk you like I do to them. So, we good? You guys have any other questions? I'm going to try to upload this as quickly as possible tonight for those who couldn't make it. And then when I get back from picking up my friend's daughter, I will load all of those like documents as well. And I'm going to put them under a specific, I think I'm just going to add them to the bookings unit that we already have on there. So when we do new trainings, it's just all in one section and we're not going back and forth between a bunch of stuff. And make sure as you guys are adding people to our team to tag them and stuff, make sure that you are helping them with training. If you need help with training your new consultants, please, please, please reach out to me. I'm willing to help. I want to make sure that everyone is super, super successful. Okay, yes, Jen has to work at 1 a.m. She is leaving. Bye, sister. Okay, I'm going to let all of you guys go, and I will talk to you guys soon. Bye.